Hey there, friend. Come, take a seat beside me on this weathered wooden bench, right here at the edge of Sunset Cliffs. Feel the rough, sun-warmed grain of the wood beneath your hands, the faint grit of salt dusting its surface from the ocean's breath. The air is cool now, carrying that crisp, briny tang that seems to seep into your skin, while the last golden rays of the day spill across the horizon, painting the waves in shimmering amber. Listen, can you hear it? The steady, rhythmic crash of the surf far below, each wave folding into the next. A low, endless murmur that hums in your bones. There's a faint rustling too, as the sparse cliffside grass sways in the evening breeze, brushing softly against itself, like whispers carried on the wind. The light shifts, softening, as if the sky itself is exhaling, and a gentle chill touches your neck, just enough to make you pull your jacket a little closer. Look out there, where the ocean stretches endless, its surface catching the fatting sun in fleeting glints, like scattered coins of light. There's a quiet heaviness in this moment, isn't there? A weight that lingers, just out of reach, like a memory or a thought you can't quite grasp. It's as if the cliffs themselves hold something unspoken, a story or a voice from long ago, waiting to surface with the next gust of wind. You can almost feel it, a faint pull, a whisper of something familiar, teasing at the edge of your mind, promising to reveal itself if you just sit a little longer, breathe a little deeper. The distant cry of a gull cuts through the stillness, sharp yet fleeting, fading into the vastness as the sky deepens to a bruised violet. The warmth of the day is slipping away now, replaced by the cool caress of twilight against your cheeks. And yet, there's a comfort in this slow unraveling, a quiet invitation to let go, to listen for what's coming. I know today's been heavy, man. I can see it in the way your shoulders slump just a bit, the way your eyes carry the weight of 100 small battles fought since morning. A heavy day, it's more than just the hours at the desk, or the endless to-do list for work and family. It's the moment you sat in traffic, gripping the wheel a little too tight, replaying a tense conversation with a colleague, wondering if you said too much or not enough. It's the quiet pang when you glanced at your phone, seeing a missed call from home, knowing there's a need waiting there you couldn't meet in that moment. It's the fatigue that settles into your chest when you catch your reflection in the office window, seeing lines etched a little deeper, remembering when a day like this wouldn't have felt so draining. There's a longing, isn't there, for a time when the weight wasn't so constant, when you could laugh without a second thought, or just sit without the hum of responsibility buzzing in your mind. And maybe there's a whisper of doubt, too, Did I do enough today? Will tomorrow be any lighter? I feel it with you, that ache of carrying so much. It's okay to let it sit here with us, to not push it away. Some days, it's like you're walking uphill with a pack that keeps getting heavier. Each step a reminder of what's at stake, your career, your family, the life you've built brick by brick. And in the quiet, there's a nostalgia for simpler moments, like those old evenings when the world didn't seem to demand so much, when a sunset was just a sunset, not a ticking clock. But listen, do you hear it again? That faint call, like a voice on the wind, stirring just beyond the crash of the waves. It's closer now, isn't it? A memory or a presence, brushing against your thoughts with every sigh of the breeze, promising something softer, something to ease the load. If you just keep listening, just keep breathing with the rhythm of the tide. And here I am, stepping closer now, my boots crunching softly on the pebbled path along the cliff. It's me, Patrick, your old friend from those long ago sunset walks. My voice is low, warm, like the last embers of daylight, wrapping around you as I settle beside you on this bench. Can you hear the faint creak of the wood as I lean back? The soft rustle of my jacket brushing against yours. The air between us carries the familiar scent of sea salt and something else, maybe the faint whiff of cedar from the bonfires we used to build down on the beach. I've been waiting for you here, you know, watching the horizon shift, feeling the cool stone of the cliff under my palm, its rough edges smoothed by years of wind and spray. I've got stories to share, memories to pull you back to lighter days, if you'll let me. Remember that first walk we took here, years back, when the sun seemed to hang in the sky just for us? The way the light danced on the water, so bright it made you squint, and the sound of our laughter mingled with the roar of the waves, loud and carefree. I can still feel the gritty sand under our bare feet as we wandered too close to the tide, the sudden shock of cold water splashing against our ankles, making us jump and howl like kids. And then there was that quiet evening after a long week when we sat right here, passing a thermos of coffee back and forth, the steam curling up into the chilly air, the bitter warmth of it lingering on your tongue. We didn't say much, just watched the sky turn from gold to crimson. But there was a peace in that silence, a shared understanding. And oh, do you recall that time we stayed past dark, lying back on the grass, the sharp blades tickling your neck, listening to the distant hoot of an owl while the stars pricked through the black? There's something stirring in those memories, something important, a moment of strength or joy we shared that's starting to come into focus. Can you feel it? Just on the edge of remembering, like the first light of dawn creeping over the water, It's there, waiting for us to uncover it together. I'm here with you now, man, and I see how much you're holding. Let me take some of that weight for a while. You don't have to carry it alone. Not here. Not with the ocean singing its endless song and the breeze brushing softly against your face, like a hand smoothing away the tension. You've done enough for today, more than enough. Those long hours at work, the way you push through even when you're bone tired, the quiet sacrifices you make for your family, they matter, even if no one says it out loud. You're stronger than you feel right now, and it's okay to rest, to let the world spin without you for just a little while. Breathe with me, nice and slow. Feel the cool air fill your chest. Let it out like you're releasing every tight knot inside you. This heaviness, this need for perspective after a hard day, it doesn't shrink who you are. It shapes you, refines you, like the cliffs here, carved by wind and wave into something enduring, something beautiful in its resilience. And here, that memory we've been reaching for, the one that's been whispering to us on the wind. Remember that night, right on these cliffs, when everything felt like it was falling apart. You'd had a brutal day, deadlines missed, a fight at home, the kind of day that made you question everything. Walked down to the edge, sat with our legs dangling over, the cold stone biting into your palms, the roar of the tide drowning out the noise in your head. I didn't say much, just stayed close, and you let it all spill out, every frustration, every fear. And when you were done, when the words ran dry, you looked out at the last sliver of sun sinking into the sea, and you said, "Tomorrow's another shot." That was it, just 4 words, but they carried a quiet power, a resolve I can still hear in your voice. That moment, that strength, it's still in you, waiting to lift you now, to remind you that a heavy day is just a day, not the whole story. Let it go with the tide. Let it wash away, leaving you lighter, clearer, ready for that next shot. Let's think on this a little more, you and I, as the sky darkens and the first stars peek through. Life, it's a lot like this ocean. Sometimes it's calm, reflecting every bit of light, and sometimes it's rough, churning up things you'd rather not face. But it keeps moving, doesn't it? And so do you. Every heavy day, every burden you shoulder, it's teaching you something about endurance, about grace under pressure. From where I sit, I see a man who's built a life worth fighting for, who shows up even when it's hard. And over time, you'll see it too, those moments of struggle. They're just waves, passing through, not the depth of who you are. Universally, we all carry loads like this, don't we? Across generations, across miles, there's a shared quiet in knowing we're not alone in it. And time is kinder than it seems. It smooths the sharp edges, like the wind on these cliffs, turning raw pain into something you can hold without it cutting so deep. Feel that breeze now, soft against your skin, carrying the faint scent of salt and earth, tying us back to where we started, to this bench, this moment of peace. Let it anchor you. Let it remind you that you're enough, just as you are, right here, right now. As the night settles in, I'll ease back a little, my voice growing softer, like the last murmur of the waves against the shore. Picture this final scene with me, one last look at sunset cliffs under a velvet sky, the ocean a dark, endless mirror below, reflecting the faint shimmer of moonlight. The air is cooler now, wrapping around you like a quiet embrace, the distant rustle of grass fading into a hush. My presence lingers for a moment longer, a warm shadow beside you before it drifts away, carried on the breeze, leaving just the sound of the tide, steady and sure, to keep you company. We've walked through a lot tonight, haven't we? From the weight of the day to the lightness of memory, from burden to breath. I'm grateful to have shared this space with you, to have sat here on the edge of everything and just been. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me of a moment that lingers in your heart, a sunset, or a struggle, or a strength you've carried. Share it down below if you feel like it. For now, rest easy, my friend. I'll see you again, right here, whenever you need me. Goodbye for just a little while.